Hello, race fans. This is Larry Supermouth Huffman, AMA Hall of Fame announcer, and this isn't Supercross. It's Wednesday! And you're watching Bay Fishing with Roman and Brian. Stand by while the boys teach secrets of bay bass fishing with Roman on his 6-second nitro-burning pedal drive kayak, and Brian in his Cool Baits high-speed dragster boat that he takes out every Sunday. Be there!
Woo! What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bait Fishing with Roman and Brian. Brian was busy, guys. I apologize. Just kidding. He's right here. Let me get him. All right, Brian. Can you hear me?
I do.
All right, let's bring Brian in with a round of applause from the live studio audience. Brian likes to fish on Instagram. Here we go.
What's up, Roman?
Woo! What's up?
For you.
Oh,
I like the shirt, dude. Is that a new shirt?
It's one of my first attempts at designing a shirt.
Uh-huh.
I thought it'd be cool to do a tug life instead of a thug life.
I've seen a boat somewhere in the bay named that.
Oh, is there? Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like it.
Very cool.
Instead of thug life, you're tug life.
Yeah. Exactly. Thought I'd be less committed to just get it on a shirt instead of an actual tattoo.
Oh yeah.
And
it's Wednesday.
My six-pack. I don't even have a six-pack.
Halfway there. Yeah, my six-pack days are over. They never were there, actually.
Right? Yeah, I've never had a six-pack day. That's funny.
Maybe when I was like 3 years old.
Maybe when I turned 21, I had a six-pack day. Cool.
Yeah, so Wednesday, Roman, we're halfway there. Man, we're past halfway because it's Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Wednesday night, summertime.
That's right.
So, okay, so tonight, guys, is we had playoffs this weekend if you were lucky enough to participate in it. So if you were one of the participants, guess what? You're going to find out how you did against your opponent. Playoffs is just one-on-one, Roman.
Nice.
It's like, so I fished the playoffs this weekend, and it's very odd fishing against, like, going out, you could see the guy over there. You're like, hey, what's he doing? You're eyeballing each other, but it's weird. I've never fished one-on-one against somebody. It's very odd.
That's cool. That's very cool. It's like a fight.
Yeah.
Fight. Okay. I just gobbled down half of a burger because I'm trying to get ready for the show. So I need a drink. So let's do this pop top.
Yes.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best pop top you ever heard in your life, 1 being the worst, rate Brian's pop top.
Seltzer water. Super boring guy, but here you go.
Wow. Nice one.
Hold on. That's only half.
No, the pour doesn't count. What up, Leonard? What up, Doug? What up, Roger? What up? Salty Dangler in the house. TB Metal Art. Ralph Aguirre. What's up, Ralph? Welcome. Captain Adobo. What? Mark G. Garrett. What's up, Garrett? Garrett's back. Yay. Let's see. We have Hyder. What up, on there? Hyder SD Scuba in the house. Two Geeks. What up? Amir. What's up, dude? Welcome back. It's been a while. Big Water Yak Fishing. What's up? Welcome back. We have Jesse in the house. What's up, Jesse? What else we have in here? I got Leonard already. I got Leonard. Eric the Judge. You. I got Stingray. I got Mr. Zach Riggs in the house. Captain Dan's in the house. Anybody seen Arnie? If Arnie is in here, I think it's Arnie's birthday today. So if you're in here, happy birthday. If not, remind me, guys, when he pops in to say happy birthday to Arnie. And many more, good sir. We have had somebody contact me on Instagram a few minutes ago. Sergio, if you're in here, let me know. Well, I'd love to answer your question online, but I want to wait for you to be on here. So if you're in here, say this is Sergio. What's up? Let's do this, and post your question, and we'll take care of that question for you. Coach Worf in the house. Already got Mark G. Welcome back, Mark G. Let's go. Okay. Scores. Nice scores.
I know. Right on. What's up, Craig? Is this your first time in? Craig gave me a 9.12.
Dang.
Awesome, Craig.
Nice.
Thanks.
Very nice. All right. Oh, yeah, what's up, Craig?
Man.
No, Craig's been here before. I recognize him. He just changed his avatar.
Ah.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna do my pop top real quick on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the best pop top you ever heard, 1 being the worst. Rate this pop top.
Pretty good. Let's say that's one of your better.
I'll take it.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everybody.
Let us know in the chat what you're drinking tonight. Cheers. I'm drinking grape Stevia.
Is that all you drink?
Frosty.
Is that what you drink like all the time?
I only drink it for the show and like one other one during the day, like for lunch or dinner I choose.
Gotcha.
But it keeps me off
Too expensive to drink all the time.
It keeps me off that soda. How expensive is that? How expensive is it to drink 38 grams of sugar each drink?
Oh,
how expensive is that?
I don't even, man.
On the hospital bill.
That, dude. It's like sucking down syrup to me now. Once you've left sugary soda, forget it. Yeah. You can't go back.
This feels like sugary syrup, but it's not sugary, so it's like I don't feel guilty about it, and I still get that. It still gets that soda craving out of the way. Don't get me wrong. I'd rather slurp down a frosty Coca-Cola, the slice of pizza.
Mountain Dew.
But
yeah. In the bottle. Yeah, that was the good old days. All right, guys. So tonight's show, I'll give you the rundown if you're brand new to it or you're just listening in for the first time. Tonight, you're on Bay Fishing with Roman and Brian. So the show is basically about fishing San Diego Bays, Mission Bay and San Diego Bay in particular. But we will answer questions about any type of fishing. That includes largemouth fishing, inshore, La Jolla, whatever you got. And if we can't answer it, there definitely is somebody in chat that can. So welcome to the show. Tonight's show, we're going to give some announcements. We've got a list of small announcements we're going to give out. And this week, I'm introducing a new segment called Lure of the Week. So I'm going to talk about a lure that is designed to catch spotties. I think it's a lure that a lot of these guys have never heard of. And it could be a really good spotty lure for somebody that's looking for something to learn or a new technique. I like this lure. So Lure of the Week. And then right after that, we're going to go to our playoff results. I know you guys that fished it are waiting to hear how you did. Playoff results and PB shout-outs. I got a bunch of new PB shout-outs to get, movie review, and then we are out for tonight.
Nice. Oh, is this the last movie review?
No, Roman, I know you keep pushing me, but man, maybe one or two more.
No, I'm just curious because I know you're going to give the...
Yeah, I'm going to say this is, it'll be the last one will be the one right before Spotty Bowl.
Oh, okay, cool.
So
Cool.
Two more after this.
All right, let's do this.
Let's do this. All right, announcements. Okay, guys, I told you guys that the IGFA I was gonna talk to Zach from the IGFA this week. He had some things come up, so he is postponed till August 18th. So save your questions for Zach.
Sorry.
Hey, at least it wasn't a solid no.
Yeah, right.
You know how hard it is to get like somebody like from Florida to come on our show that's, busy, and he's got to be on at 10 p.m. So I got to be flexible with Zach.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, that's fine.
August 18th is his scheduled date to be on the show. So if you have questions about world record fish, he's going to be the guy to ask.
Cool.
All right, we have some announcements about food vouchers. You want to address those, Roman?
Yes. Let me look at you for a little bit. Do you want tacos? Yes or no? If you do, you got to go sign up for the tacos because we only have 12 people signed up and we need 28 more if this is going to happen. We're going to do it on, let's see. Can one of the mods or anybody in chat just type in !tacos with an S at the end for multiple tacos, plural. And we'll have the full details on how you can sign up. We're not going to have food unless we have enough to get it catered. And in order to get it catered, we have to hit 40 people. I thought it was going to be doable because we had 42, 45 people RSVP that were going to show up to the event. I realized not everybody can eat, and not everybody wants to eat. That's fine. But if you want to do tacos, we gotta get the tacos. We gotta get the signups done by next Fishy Hour with Roman and Brian. So by next Bay Fishing with Roman and Brian. So by next Wednesday, you got a week to hopefully replay this and sign up if you haven't signed up already and you're interested in going. If not, no big deal, guys. Those of you guys that already signed up, what we'll do is I'll just refund you. It's super easy for me. I'll just refund you guys the $20 and then water under the bridge. We're still gonna have the Fish Hour. Sorry, not the Fish Hour. The Spotty Bowl awards, and we'll just do it without food. And if you guys want to bring food for it, if you guys fish that day, you guys can just bring food on your own. Okay, that's gonna be the exit plan. But we do need to hit this number by next Wednesday. If not, then we'll just cancel the food and I'll just refund everybody. Cool. All right.
Not cool. I want tacos.
I know, but hey, it's
Yeah,
that's what we can have nice things. I was kidding.
if you guys are hesitating, get out there and sign up. RSVP. Click on the link that's in the chat and sign up.
Yeah.
And if you're watching live, is it shopromancastro.com? Is that how you get to?
Yeah, you can just do shop.romancastro.com, or if you see where it says exclamation point tacos that Salty just put, Nightbot responded with a buy food voucher for Spotty Bowl finale and award ceremony. Shop.romancastro.com, and just click on that, and it's going to take you to the taco page. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I hope we get 28 more people. It's a minimum for.
I know it's a lot. It's a lot of people. I know it's a lot to ask, guys. It's a lot of people. Anyway, exclamation point tacos, and that'll give you the Nightbot response. Cool.
Yep.
All right.
All right. I think that's enough on
that.
that.
Is that the last announcement?
No. Okay, we were talking about. So we're having this. Dink is back here going crazy. We're having the awards banquet, and me and Roman need to ask for a few volunteers to do a few things. Only because it's basically me, Roman, and Eric are doing the setup, and we may need some other people to volunteer to do a few extra positions. One volunteer we're going to need is we talked about having a casting contest, Roman. Yep. And I think we're still going to have that. So we're checking to see if anybody would volunteer to run that casting contest. Maybe one or two people to help run that. Why the awards is, I guess, probably pre-awards in the beginning.
Yep. So we need one or two volunteers to help run the casting contest. So if you're interested in that,
direct message us in Discord, I guess.
Yep. Direct message me, Brian, or Eric on Discord that you want to run the casting contest. We just need 2 volunteers. Okay. And then we also need volunteers to sell raffle tickets. We're looking for 2 people that want to sell raffle tickets. We'll give you guys a roll of raffle tickets, and then people will just come up to you, buy them like $1 a piece or something for the stuff we're going to raffle off. So we need 2 volunteers for that. And then we need 3 parking volunteers. And this is sounds like a little bit weird, but 3 parking volunteers because Brian's going to be fishing on his boat. And when he's done, he's going to pull his trailer. He's going to put his boat on his trailer, and then he needs somewhere to park. And the only other places to park in that area are kind of in like a dirt lot that's kind of far away from where we can see the boat. So we need 2 people to park early enough that they're taking up this designated area for Brian's boat, for Brian's truck and his boat. That when Brian pulls up, we can move those 2 cars to the dirt lot, and then Brian can have the primo parking. But it's not really just to give Brian primo parking. It's just so we can keep an eye on his stuff, because there's a lot of shady individuals that like to frequent this area, right? So we just want to be able to keep an eye on his stuff. Also, the 3rd spot is for the other person that's competing in Spotty Bowl to be able to park where we can see their kayak sticking out of their car, so they don't get jacked for any of their gear. So volunteering for this position means you're going to go early enough to hold those spots, keep your car there, and then when the people show up, you can move your car and they can take your spot. That's what parking volunteers are for. We need 3 of them, right? And then that's pretty much, is that it?
Yeah, and that is if I'm fishing that day. You're right, Eric.
That's right.
If I do make it that day.
Very cool.
Probably won't, but
I volunteer Muto to do security. Nice.
Yes, I agree that. I think Muto. Yeah, I mean, he'd be perfect for that job. All right.
Doug says, "Do you need a beer guy?" Yeah, we didn't get a beer. We didn't get a license to be able to consume beer. So if you bring beer and the cops pull up, they can bust you for public drinking. So don't bring beer unless if the cops show up and you get caught, that's like on you. But we're not recommending you bring any kind of beer and stuff, any alcohol.
Yeah, in San Diego, they don't allow beer on beaches or in the bays.
Yeah. So, but we're not gonna say anything if you brown bag it. It's not. It's all in your hands, I guess. Right? It's your ticket if you want to risk it. Okay.
Yeah.
What else?
Does anybody have a ticket tumbler? It's like a like metal ball or little metal barrel that you ticket tumbler. If anybody has that, message us, because we'd love to use one of those. If we don't use those, we're going to be pulling the tickets out of the mouth of the mailbox. So.
Exactly. For all these volunteer positions, guys, you can message us via Discord. Direct message to any one of us. So Brian or Eric or myself. Okay. Anything else?
Well, and just to let you guys know, all the money that we're collecting from this raffle is
Yes.
going to pay for the banquet. Me and Roman and Eric are not making any money.
Yes.
We're just using this as a fundraiser to pay for the awards, the gazebo, everything that comes along with this. So that's what that money's going towards.
Yeah, because remember, everybody paid $43 to get into this competition. The $3 of the 43 were going towards fees and PayPal fees and site setup fees, and then the other $40 go right into the kitty for everybody to split and win for the prize money, basically. So we're not using any of that money for actual for setup. We didn't think about that until now. So this is a way for us to like try to cover the costs of like setting it up and having this fun event. Okay, cool. That's it, right?
Yeah, I mean, as far as raffle goes, if anybody wants to donate some raffle prizes, we already had one person, Roger from DFA, step up. Thank you, Roger. He's going to go ahead and donate some DFA. It sounds like DFA gear.
He's donated a package.
Thank you, and that'll be a prize given away in the raffle. So if anybody has anything they want to donate for the raffle, for a raffle prize, we definitely would appreciate it. We're trying to get like 30 raffle prizes. So anybody got anything they want to donate, let us know. Thank you, Roger, and let us know through Discord.
Or Instagram, any way you can get a hold of us, just let us know.
Yeah, it's easy to get a hold of all of us. I think that's it for announcements. We did say, is Arnie on? Arnie, are you on? Happy birthday, Arnie.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. You remind us when you see Arnie in here, guys. If not, like, we'll just wish him a happy birthday anyway, because he'll jump on later. Very cool. All right. So that's it for announcements. Last thing, go ahead.
Yeah, that's it for announcements. Did anybody participate in the science project this weekend? I did, and I'm gonna give out I'm gonna compile my results, and I'm just gonna say the simplicity of it. We're basically fishing dark lure versus black lure versus white lure, dark versus light lures, and trying to figure out this time of year which one is getting bit more. And I had some good luck with the dark lures. That's all I'm gonna say, because I'm in Spotty Bowl. But I'm gonna say at the end of Spotty Bowl, I'm gonna give you all my results. But I'm pushing towards the dark lures, guys, not light, dark lures. So there's your big hint for me. But I found out that the darks are working pretty darn good.
Kel said, "You mean voluntold?"
Yeah. We need some voluntold.
Oh, it's so funny, Cal. That's good. All right, cool.
It's a trick. It's not a trick, Salty. I would never do that to you guys.
Cool. All right.
Let's get on to our first segment. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, Roman, if you wanna.
What's up, everybody? Okay, guys. While Brian set up that screen, let's see. Sergio over on Instagram had a question. He said, let's see what he said. He said, fishing has been good. Okay, he said, yo, the spotty bite has slowed down for me like crazy. What do you recommend this time of year from shore? So, in case he watches the replay later, let me know in the chat what kind of stuff you recommend for fishing this time of year. I mean, for me, it seems like it hasn't slowed down that much, has it?
This is summertime. This is the prime time. When we hit January, February, that's when it's really slow for me.
Well, actually, Sergio,
I don't fish from the shore.
This next segment is perfect for you. So maybe you could try this. It's coming up. You ready, Brian?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Oops, here. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, I know. New thumbnail. Nice. Look at me, man. Progressing,
Dang.
This is a custom-built Roman thumbnail.
That's so funny.
No, it's not. It's me. This is about as good as I get, guys. So anyway, I'm introducing this segment. I'm going to pull out every once in a while called Spotty Lure of the Week, where I'm going to talk about a fishing lure, and hopefully it's one that you haven't fished that you'd like to hear about and give it a shot. I love trying new lures. I love trying to find the latest and greatest thing. Maybe it's something these fish haven't seen before. So I love going out and trying new lures. I'm going to rate lures as I do this as a beginner, a moderate, or an advanced lure. And when I say that, some lures are a little easier to fish than others. This one is actually a pretty in between moderate and advanced. It requires some cadence. It's a cast and retrieve lure. And that lure is, Roman, the Scrounger Bait. Have you ever heard of this?
Oh, yeah, I have. I've fished this before.
Oh, awesome. I wasn't sure if you had or not. Okay, so Scrounger Bait. If you guys have never seen a Scrounger Bait, basically It looks like a ball jig head, and it's got this little plastic fin on the very front. And when these things first came out, Roman, they were only available in like 1/8 to 1/4. They were, mainly like a largemouth fishing or freshwater fishing. But of course, we take everything from that world and we incorporate that into fishing spotties. And now they make these things all the way up to 1.5 ounces. So they've gotten bigger to where we can fish these in deeper waters, I guess. So they come in all the way from 1/8 all the way to 1.5 ounce. So they've gotten bigger. When you look at this thing, what makes it different is that plastic fin on the very front. And what that thing does is it basically modifies that jig head to give it a shake, like a shimmy, side-to-side shimmy. You think about almost like if you think of like the bill on the front of a crankbait, how it has a purpose to make that dive down. This has that purpose to make it cause turbulence in the water, which causes vibration, which fish keen in on, and it also causes a shimmy, a shake. And before I go any further, Roman, I am going to show you a video of what this looks like underwater.
Oh, what? Wait, what? Is it?
Yeah. How's that coming across?
Looks good. Is that your video?
Okay. Yeah, sure it is.
Oh, jeez. Gonna get us. Okay, go.
This video right here is what this bait looks like underwater. So you could see, Roman, that you use a swim bait. They actually have swim baits designed specifically for this, the Scrounger Bait. And one thing you're gonna notice is that the tail, it has a straight tail on it, but you can see the action this would get you.
Super flashy.
Super flashy. It's maybe something that doesn't get fished very often in the bay. So I think it's something that they don't see. I like this too because it's a bait. It's a cast and retrieve bait. So you're able to cover a lot of water. So if you're fishing the grass or like a big open area, you can cast these things a mile just like you can a jig head. And you fan cast this thing and you can cover a lot of ground while you're looking for these things. And you can see just by this video that it's like he's fishing it kind of the same style we would, which is down on the bottom. So I'm going to go back, Roman, to my presentation. So that is the Scrounger Bait. Here's kind of what it looks like from a different angle. You can see that plastic fin shaped like a cup. These baits are not meant to be fished like a jig head, though. They're not meant to be bounced off the bottom. Sometimes on the jig heads, we'll reel them. We'll let them hit that bottom. We'll reel them a little bit more, let them hit the bottom. We're bouncing off that bottom. These are meant as a cast and retrieve. You're casting these out, and the goal is to keep that thing about 1 foot above the bottom or 1 foot above the top of the grass. So you do have to, when you first start fishing these, figure out the weight you're going to use. In our bay, probably 3/8 or 1/2 ounce is perfect. Because when you're retrieving these, you don't want to be burning them in. If you're burning them in, the action on it is so erratic, I think it would scare the fish away. There's a perfect little kind of slow wobble you want to it. And if you're fishing these just kind of like a spinner bait, when you're fishing a spinner bait too fast and you feel that vibration just feels super strong, you're probably fishing it too fast. So this puts out a vibration like a spinner bait. So you know when you're reeling it too fast, it just doesn't feel quite right.
Very cool.
When you're rigging one of these up, you want to rig them up with a swim bait with a straight tail. That's what they're designed for. This right here is a Jerky J, and it's made for this bait. It's a full body swim bait with a straight tail. And the reason you don't really want that paddle tail on there is because that paddle tail will actually work against what the Scrounger Bait is doing. You want that front of that fin doing all the action, not the tail, because they'll work against each other. It'll look like a fish having a seizure underwater if you have both of those things jerking. So you want a straight tail. You can use a paddle tail. I'm sure it would get bit with spotties. They're pretty aggressive. But the ideal way to fish this is with either a straight tail like that or like a fluke or something that doesn't have a lot of rear waddle to it. And when you saw that video, all the shake on this is up in the front of the body. We're used to the tail shaking with all the swim baits we use, but just think of this as reversed. All the shakes coming from the front, the head shake. And that's the reason you don't want that paddle tail on there.
That's cool.
This bait, I think, is perfect for spotties because it's a bait that you're going to be fishing down low. That's where the spotties are at. Spotties are very aggressive. They're looking for injured fish or just something that doesn't look normal to them. So I think this is, I've fished this bait and it's gotten bit, and I think it's a bait that it's almost like the spinner bait where it has training wheels. It teaches you cadence. It teaches you to slow down, because if you're going too fast, you're going to feel it. If you're going too slow, it's going to be dragging on the bottom and it's not going to be working. So I like this for that reason, because I think it's like training wheels.
Yeah, I see Sergio jumped on. Can you show us the actual hook that you would put this on again?
Sure. So that's it, Sergio.
Yep.
It's basically a ball jig head. If you took off that little plastic fin in the front, it's basically a ball jig head.
Yeah, but it comes with the little plastic fin. And what's it called again?
Scrounger bait.
Scrounger.
That's the generic term for it.
Bait.
A lot of people make them, but it's
Yeah.
called a scrounger bait.
Cool. All right, let's move it along.
I love the name of it.
Yeah, it's
right up
cool.
there, the Whopper Plopper, scrounger bait. I'm gonna scrounge up some fish. So I love the name of that thing. Here's what it looks like rigged.
Not as cool as a
you get
Jerky J.
Yeah, Jerky J. That's a good one too. Here's what it looks like rigged. You notice on the front Roman, it has that clip.
Yep.
Most of them, when you buy it, will come with that clip. If it doesn't, you need to put that clip on there, because that will give it its maximum shimmy, its maximum performance. You don't want to tie your knot directly to the jig head on this. You want to have that little clip on there. I usually don't fish clips,
Yep.
but on this bait, you need it. And you can see they use a full body swim bait, which means it has the eyes, it looks like a full fish. It's not like the MC swim baits we use. It's a full body, and also the straight tail. You're going to rig that thing just like you would if you're rigging a jig head.
Very cool.
You can use flukes for it. It's not the recommended, because a fluke actually does have that little Y tail on the end. So but if that's all you got in your tackle box and you love to fish flukes, fluke will work on this. With these guys, the best practice is to just get out there and cast them in, and it's all about the cadence on this. When I pull this thing up, when it's coming out of the water, I try to judge my speed. If you look down and the thing look like it's shaking way too much, that means you're reeling it in too fast. It's really a slow grind on this. I recommend like a 7-to-1 on this, and it's a slow grind, almost like you're fishing the underspin, where you're just trying to barely keep it up off the bottom. If you're fishing really shallow, you might have to go down to a 1/4 ounce or 3/8. But if you're just going to buy one to try it out, I'd probably recommend the half. That's probably good from maybe 10 to 20 feet of water. But you got to figure out the weight of the bait plus your cadence to keep that thing about a foot above the bottom. So it does take a little more practice. That's why I'm calling it a moderate to advanced bait, just because it's not like a drop shot where you can just chuck it in there and, bounce it around. It takes some skill to figure out the cadence of this.
Amir's already on Tackle Warehouse. He says he sees him on Tackle Warehouse.
Yeah. How many people have fished this? I'm just curious. If you haven't fished it, how many people have even heard of this bait? Scrounger bait.
How many people have heard of this before?
Okay, I'm going to exit screen share now, Roman.
All right, give me a second. All right. That's cool. That's awesome.
Okay, am I back on? So now I'm going to actually show the bait.
Oh, Coach uses the scrounger all the time. Of course you do, Coach.
Coach does use the scrounger all the time. So here's the scrounger bait. And when you first look at this thing, you look at it in a package, you think that thing's going to be really hard, like a crankbait bill. Well, guess what? It's not. It's not super soft, but it's flexible. It's softer than you think. And this thing actually works as a pretty nice little grass guard too. If you do go through the grass, it works as a grass guard too. Yeah. But remember, you want this thing when it's hooked up. I've got it hooked up to a little straight tail.
It's more of a roll, right? It's like
it's a roll, exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know what angle to show this at, but just think of it as like a roll like this, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. If it's going crazy, you're going too fast. So while you're watching this for the water, you want to see that just kind of slow roll. Let me show you what kind of the cadence speed is on this. So once you cast that in, this is not what you're going to be reeling. This is like a 7-to-2, I think, right here reel.
Yeah.
If I'm reeling this reel, it's going to be about this speed right here. Believe it or not. And that will keep that thing off the bottom. And if you want, with spotties, always pause it. Don't let it hit the bottom of, pause it. But it's about that speed right there. Not this speed, not this speed. but this speed, the speed may change depending on the weight of the lure you're fishing too. So
Amir wants to know what brand and model that is that you were holding up.
this is a Picasso that's showing up there. It's a Picasso.
Yeah.
This is a 3/16. That's a shallow water one. I've also got a 3/8 here. And they come in a 2-pack, so when you buy them, it's usually 2 of them, and they come with an extra bill in case that thing breaks off or the fish ruins it. So they come with an extra one. Those just pop off the back through the hook.
Yep.
They break it and pop a new one back on. They also, if you really get into scrounger bait fishing, and I mean, if that's all of a sudden becomes your bait, they make different strengths of that bill. They'll make a firm one, a soft one. I mean, if you really want to get into that style of fishing, like you go out and the scrounger bait's killing it for you. If you get heavy into it, there's a lot of options on scrounger baits.
Cool. All right. So Sergio, this is a presentation that Brian was going to do anyway. So it's one of the baits you could try around this time. And before you jumped on, we all kind of agreed that it's actually one of the better times to be fishing right now because it's the middle of summer, right? So there should be getting bit on a lot of different lures. Tell us in the chat what you've been trying, and then we'll recommend some more to you.
Sergio, the main thing with spot is you got to just make sure you're down on the bottom. A lot of people are new to spotty fishing that I watch are usually in that mid water column. They'll be fishing and they'll cast it and they don't wait for that thing to hit the bottom. You got to wait till you're all the way on the bottom, no matter what you're fishing, because that's where those fish are at. That's the most important advice I could give you. Just make sure you're down low. If you're halfway in the mid water column, you're probably not going to get bit, at least on a spotty. So. One bait I want to point out that works really well on these. This is have you ever heard of Fish Arrow?
No.
It's a Japanese brand. They're super expensive, but these things are like a high-end swim baits where they've got like a foil pack in them, and they've got a 3D eyeball.
Oh, so super shiny.
Yeah, they're super shiny. But like I said, if you're going all out scrounger fishing, I recommend these guys. I think they're going to bit. I'm actually going to try these guys on an A-rig too to see how they work. I've never tried these guys on that, but
Hyder,
4 inches this size.
Hyder, it's like maybe twice as thick as a vinyl. No, yeah, you can probably do it out of vinyl tubing. Yeah.
Make a scrounger bait?
Yeah, make the bill.
They're not that expensive, Hyder. I think they're maybe $2 or maybe $2.50 a bait, $2 a bait. It'd probably cost you more to go out. But I mean, hey, if you want to make something that's awesome, yeah, this is just like rubber. It's like literally a piece of rubber. So you could probably make something like that. But you got to figure out the width. It's cupped. It would be pretty difficult to get that to mimic what they've engineered, I guess, on this lure.
Very cool.
And the actual jig head has like a spot for it to lock into. So. Hyder, if you do it, man, share a picture. I'd love to see what your homemade scrounger bait would look like.
Arnie, what's up? Arnie finally made it. Arnie, we already said happy birthday to you like 6 times, bro. Happy birthday, Arnie. And for the 6th time, boys, let them know. There you go. Happy birthday, Arnie.
So scrounger bait, I'm all about trying to find a bait that works for me, works for you. Sometimes you just want to try something new out there to see if it gets bit. This for me is a good way to find a pattern because it's a cast and retrieve. So you go out there, you fish a bunch of areas, and when you find them with this, stick with it, because this is when you're trying to find your pattern, you got to cover a lot of water, and this is a good way to do that. So
very cool.
That's it about the scrounger bait. Does anybody have any questions about that, or are we going to move on to results?
Let's move on to results. And if any other questions pop up, I'll read them as they come up. But let's go ahead and jump into results for Spotty Bowl, round 2 of finals, right?
That's right. And if you guys like that kind of segment where I'm just talking briefly about a specific lure, let me know. I'll do it more often. Maybe every other week I'll have a specific lure on here. But I enjoy talking about lures and the techniques I use, so I'd love to do that segment. If you guys like it, let me know.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing a video segment on my channel, guys. It's gonna be called WTF. What to fish?
There you go.
Okay, that's gonna be
shock value.
Yeah,
shock value. Oh, I got a story to tell before we get to that.
Let's do this.
You know what? No. I'm gonna go. These guys.
Too bad I already started the heart. Take us there.
I've been rambling long enough. All right, guys. So. This is it, man. We are in playoffs. If you're lucky enough to be in these playoffs, we're at session 2 of the playoffs. So we had 4 groups, 8 people fish this weekend. So yeah, Jesse, he loved it. That's awesome. Thank you. Okay, so one thing that happened this weekend, Roman, is Salty versus Danny M. Danny was in Cabo, so Salty was gracious enough to go ahead and postpone it till this weekend. So two of our
What?
playoff guys are going to be fishing this coming weekend. So we'll have the announcement on who won that. So Salty versus Danny M this weekend. Didn't happen. So they're going to be fishing back-to-back weekends, whoever wins that. All right. So mine is Salty. First group up, Adobo versus Leonard. Two guys I just don't want to see. I don't want to see either of them eliminated, but one's in and one goes out, right?
Two must enter, one man leaves.
Okay, well, let's get down to it, Roman. So our first group, Leonard had a pretty good day. He fished a 65.50.
Ooh.
That's Mission Bay was a little tough for a lot of people. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. It's a hit or miss sometimes there. And he went against Adobo. Adobo had a phenomenal day, Leonard. I'm sorry, but I'm congratulating Adobo. 74.5.
Oh, wow.
Not only did Adobo get the biggest number in Mission Bay out of all the groups fished.
Wow.
But he also caught his PB spotty. What kind of luck is that to catch your PB spotty on that day? So
Very
congratulations,
nice.
Adobo.
Round of applause for Adobo and Leonard. Good job, everybody. It's good. It's competition.
Good job.
That's how it goes. You guys did awesome just even qualifying, getting that far. Leonard, that's awesome. Captain Adobo, let's go.
Captain Adobo's
throwing down the
stride,
gauntlet.
Man. Throwing out a
PB.
74.5 in Mission Bay.
Nice job, dude. That's so good.
I think that might be like the third or fourth biggest
Ever like
day of all.
From yeah. That's
Have
good.
you been sandbagging Adobo? What's it?
I know,
here?
right? He's like, now it's time to turn on the afterburner.
What's going on here? You been
That's
saving
super
something
cool.
special for playoffs? Okay, next group. Okay, Muto, who's my horse in the race, versus Jesse, Mission Bay. Remember, that's a tough, sometimes for some people, Mission Bay is not easy. There's not a lot of water around that. It's not like San Diego Bay. So Muto went out there, gave it his best swing, got a 63.25. I have a weird feeling Muto's probably not very happy with that number.
Wait, what was it?
63.25 is still a good number.
Still a good number, yeah.
Yeah, he was fishing against Jesse, who just got his kayak.
Oh, it's not a good number against Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse's dialed in, Muto. I'm sorry, Jesse. 69.25. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh,
Jesse,
that was pretty close
on.
too. Dang. Woo! Again, guys.
Good job, Jesse.
At this point, it's just like sheer will being able to get there and fish every weekend. You guys are awesome. So very cool. Everybody's being awesome sports about this. And sorry, Muto. Dude, great effort because you jumped in halfway through already and you qualified. So that's amazing. And then Jesse, dude, just always improving. So good job, dude. Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, we're forced to be contented with Jesse. I wouldn't be surprised to see you as one of the two in the finals. Good job,
cool.
Jesse. He's really. I don't know. And you know what, Jesse? Jesse also drives down, if you guys don't know, from Orange County. So
know, dude. That's commitment.
That's a journey, dude. When you got to be on the water at 6. I mean, I don't know what time you're leaving your house, Jesse, but me leaving my house, I'm usually leaving at 4:30. I don't know what time you leave, but man, it's a journey. So, last group was unfortunately me versus the judge.
Oh, I see a new face in the chat. What's up, GFL Trans? Welcome to the show. Hope you're enjoying yourself. If you're new here, say first timer, and everybody welcome me to the stream, to the community, and say what's up. Also, welcome. I think Fish Grind's been here before. Sergio's been here before, but welcome Fish Grind too. All right, so here we go.
Here we go. Okay, last group is me, Brian Likes to Fish, versus Eric the Judge Layman. I didn't want to fish against Eric, to be honest with you. You know, I won Eric. But okay, this is what happened. Eric had the best fishing day of his life.
What? Nice.
Yes. Eric went out there, got himself 4 legal bass, which is hard to do in Mission Bay. And I don't know if he's listening to me, but he found himself a pattern, because me and Eric talked after the event. He found himself a pattern. He found where the fish are at. He stuck with that pattern and basically cleaned house. So it took him a little bit. It's because it's a pattern he hadn't found before, but all of a sudden he found this crazy pattern. So good job, Eric. You pulled out a 70-inch.
Wow.
70-inch. I know. It's crazy.
That's good.
But I hate to throw in the but. Unfortunately, Eric, it wasn't quite enough. I got a 71.75. So
Oh,
I'm sorry.
at Brian likes to crush dreams. No, what is it? What do you call you? At Brian, the dream killer.
I'm so sorry, Eric.
Hey, we got him, Eric. We got him.
But, hey, you had it, Eric. You would have beat almost anybody in that
Yeah.
event. At 70-inch, you had the best fishing day of your life. So I'm gonna pump that up for
Dude,
you.
that was so
I'm not
good.
the dream killer, Eric. I didn't want to be the dream killer, but unfortunately, I pulled a 71.75. I also found a pattern and took a lot of advantage of it, and I was able to land 4 legals and almost 5 legals, four legals.
That's insane. Well, round of applause for both of you guys. That's
Thank you.
awesome. There you go.
Is that gonna be my new
it
name?
started a trend.
Oh, no.
Cal likes it. Cal
no.
approves. Cal approves.
Yeah, Eric, I'm still stoked too. Good job. Good job to everybody. It's tough because we are used to fishing like many hours, and we've turned the playoffs into a sprint, 6 a.m. to 1. So you go out there. I didn't eat. I didn't drink. I just fished. From 6 a.m. to 1. The dream killer. It's just a fishing sprint, and that's how I like my tournaments. Thanks, Roman.
That's awesome. Zach said Eric's just gonna go MIA and keep the trophy.
Okay, so on to the next. So also now we have the basically the standings for April 14th, which is the next Spotty Bowl. We're still waiting for Salty and Danny M. The winner of that two will face me in San Diego Bay. So Salty, Dangler, Danny, let's do it. You got me where you want me. San Diego Bay, that's not my specialty. So Salty, if you win this, or Dan, this is your chance. I'm telling you.
Oh.
So Brian versus Salty or Dan, whoever wins that, and then it's Jesse versus Adobo. That's a good matchup, guys. That is a good matchup. So Jesse versus Adobo, and that is our final 4 going into it. All right.
Very
One
cool.
thing that Eric did create is a losers bracket, which is to decide I think 5th and 6th place.
Okay.
So on August 14th, Eric, Leonard, Muto, and whoever wins or whoever loses, Danny or Salty, will be fishing that day, and that will decide 4th, 5th, and 6th place.
Okay.
Depending on how you do that day. So you guys aren't out of it yet. Don't get too comfortable. Somebody's still got to get 4th, 5th, and 6th. So Eric, Leonard, Muto, Salty, or Danny, put that on your calendar. 14th.
Very cool. Very cool.
Why do you think I went? Oh, Salty. Will there be kids results tonight? The kids results have already came through. 2 Geeks. I announced those. You can. Did we announce those, Eric? I'm not sure. We might be saving those for the award ceremony. So yeah, Eric says no. I do not know the kids' results yet. Eric is the only one that knows that. So I think he's saving that for. Oh, never mind. He just said it right there in the chat. So there's your kids' results, Amir. All right.
It's all you, Amir. Woo!
Nice job, Amir.
Like 16 species, was it?
Yes. And Amir, let us know if you're coming down to the awards banquet, because that's when you'll be getting your award. If you're not, let us know. We'll figure out a
we'll
way
ship
to
it
get
to you.
You
Very
got
cool.
it. All right. Let's move on to one of our favorite segments, Roman, which is P.
Arnie said this is more exciting than basketball playoffs. It is. It's exciting.
I know. We got a Final Four now. We'll almost have our Final Four. After this weekend, we're going to have a Final Four.
Very cool. All right.
All right. Let's go to PB shoutouts. So I'm going to go back to screen sharing.
PB shoutout.
When are we going to get a little theme song?
I know. I need to work on that. That's so many things to work on. Once Spotty Bowl is over, I think I'll have more free time. Even though Eric's been doing most of the work there. All of the work there. Not saying most. All of the work there. Very good.
Sorry, this is taking me a minute.
It's August Madness. That's Mark G. Exactly. August Madness. All right. I think he's almost ready. He's almost ready. He's ready. There we go. Here we go. We're going. This is a PB shout out.
PB shout out. Guys, if you want to be on PB shoutouts, direct message me at any time with a picture and a story of your PB or just a cool fish
Picture
you
and
caught.
story. Okay.
And then you will be on PB shoutouts. These are basically cool fish or personal best that I'm sharing. And okay, let's move on to the first one.
Sergio's got a question. He says, "Where do I get the sweet spotty bowl flag?" Spotty flag. He didn't say sweet. He just said, "Where I want a spotty flag." Type in exclamation point flag into the chat, and it'll give you a link directly to the flag. Go ahead, Brian.
All right. So PB shoutouts. Our first PB shoutout. This was caught during the playoffs. Look at this monster. This right here is Captain Adobo's personal best, 16.75, 16 3/4 inch. He caught this during playoffs. Adobo, what a perfect time to catch your PB. I mean,
So
could it
nice.
be more perfect?
Yeah.
And I think when I chatted to Adobo, he caught 2 fish over 16 this playoff, Leonard. So Leonard, it's hard to beat a guy that's catching 2 16-inch fish in the playoffs. So
That's awesome.
I think Adobo had his day. He caught this on a light A rig with cool baits rigged up. Thanks, Adobo, for sharing this information, by the way. With 6 Sense Divine swim baits. He had the iRod Bama Edition was his rod, which is what a lot of us
Wow.
fish now with a Cardiff 301, lefty reel. That's the right way to fish if you want to know. With 50-pound braid. So A rig fish there, Roman.
Very nice.
And if I look,
Zach Riggs said he forgot to send his picture, but he said he caught the biggest fish of his life yesterday. It was a great dream.
oh. Yeah, and then you woke up.
Yeah.
Was it a spotty though, Zach? Was it the 24-inch spotty we're all looking
Oh wow,
for?
that's crazy.
I think there's a little hint I'm going to give you guys here. If you look in the water, right, where is that called the kickers or whatever it is, the pedals?
Yeah. No,
You'll see
just
something.
the pedal. Yeah.
You'll see something in there. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I think that's a clue on maybe where he caught that thing.
Yep.
All right.
On the water.
Next guy. We all know this guy.
Woo.
We all know this guy. This is Uncle Dan Jordan. Jordan caught a bluefin on an overnight trip on the Pride is the name of the boat out of Seaforth.
Very nice. It's very likely he'll make a video of this outing, or he has a video of this outing. He's fishing with Uncle Dan on YouTube, boys. So check that out if you guys are interested. I'm sure he's probably got a video about this. He should.
Yeah, he told me he did. He's got a video of the full catch. So, all right. So he's on the Pride out of Seaforth. He said he's been fishing a long time, like me too. It's been 20 years since he's caught a bluefin.
Oh,
so
wow.
He's been waiting a long time on this. He's gone out for him several times and got skunked targeting him.
Yeah.
But he ended up getting different species. But the bluefin aren't always easy fish to catch. I don't have much experience in it, but from talking to a lot of people, sometimes they're really finicky. So he was super happy to get this after 20 years. This was a special trip to him.
That's cool.
The way he caught this is he scaled down his gear. He used 25-pound fluoral, a size 1 ringed circle hook, and he went to the bait tank and found the most lively bait he could possibly find, and that seemed to work for him. And he says a fish was approximately 40 pounds, which is his PB by 10 pounds. So he beat his PB by 10 pounds. So congratulations, Jordan.
Yeah.
Everything's getting bent.
There it is. Nice. Very cool.
Looks like he's got a GoPro strapped on his chest too, so I bet that's a pretty cool video.
Or a training bra. Oh, just kidding.
It's a man's ear.
A man's ear.
Roman.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, when you get older, you might need a man's ear. You never know.
Hey, you never know.
You never know.
Awesome.
It looks like he's fishing the Daiwa Proceus rod too.
Is he?
I just
Oh,
bought
yeah,
that
yeah,
rod.
yeah. That's right.
That's good to know. Yeah, that is. I recognize that rod. That's the same rod I just bought. So I'm glad to see that thing can get in a 40-pound tuna with the 300 size reel too.
Right.
That's pretty cool. All right, next person. She's always on. Who is this lady? My gosh, she's always catching fish.
Slaying.
She's representing female slayers. This is a cast queen, if you don't know. She caught her first yellowtail on the producer last week. It was her first, and then also she got limits. So she got 5 of those suckers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. Not only to get your first, but to get your first 5. They range from 10 to 20 pounds. 20 pounds, pretty good yellowtail in my book.
I dig it.
had limits on the boat by 9 a.m. The whole boat had limits. Oh no, she
Wow.
had limits by 9 a.m. So she got into a school and went crazy. It sounds like.
So good.
Her setup was a MXL Abbott reel. She borrowed a rod, so she wasn't sure, but she caught all of these things fly lining sardines. So
Very cool.
that seems. I know the yellowtail are out there. I'm actually thinking about maybe leaving the bay this weekend and go
got some
see if I
nice
can hunt
ones.
some yellowtail down because it sounds like that's the hot bite right now. But there she is, Cast Queen,
Woo-hoo.
female slayer representing female slayers. Good job, Cast Queen.
Very cool. Round of applause.
Next person, I haven't.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
That's right. I like.
You know the audience, they go crazy.
Okay, this guy right here, first time on PB shoutouts. If you guys don't know who this is Brandon. He's also on Instagram as Cyborg Fishing. I think it's Cyborg Fishing.
Cyborg Fish Star or something like that. He's fishy, dude. Super fishy.
Yeah. So to me, I see this guy, dude. He's always on the pier slaying it. I don't know anybody that I know that I see that slays as much as this guy does on the pier. He's got that pier down. He's always catching fish that I'm amazed. So this is a Thresher Shark. Have you never seen a Thresher Shark? There it is. And guess what? He caught it from the pier.
That's so
which
cool.
To me, Roman, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yep.
He caught it on the Crystal Pier on a Akuma reel.
Where's Crystal?
Flintwick.
Where's Crystal Pier? Is that off of OB?
Oh, I think that's an OB pier, isn't it? Crystal Pier, is that the same thing?
Okay.
I'm not sure. I don't pier fish,
Okay.
but I think so.
Very cool.
So yeah, he was on there slaying it. He had a Akuma reel with a Fenwick rod, 8-foot rod, 40-pound main line with a steel leader, Roman. I think that's the key on that fish right there. Fishing a Carolina rig on the bottom with a 9-inch mac, which is a pretty big mac.
Nice
and
one.
he was pretty shocked that Thresher Shark was able to hammer that mac.
Oh, it
but
is in PB.
did.
Captain Dan says in PB. Cool. Oh yeah, PB. Very cool.
Here's another angle of that thing, Thresher Shark. I mean, that's a killer catch, I think, from the
It
pier.
is, definitely.
He said it drew a crowd of like almost 50 people when he pulled that thing up. You know, I'm sure every kid and everybody's
cool.
over there wanting to check that thing out. But I've never heard of a Thresher on the pier. Maybe they're common. I don't think so.
Yeah.
But if you want to check him out on Instagram, he's always catching crazy big rays and sharks.
Cyborg Starfish, I think it's his name on Instagram.
Yeah, I even caught maybe a
Let me
yellowtail
look it
from
up
the
real
pier. But man, so slaying it out there, that's a big fish, drew a crowd. And if you're wondering how he gets it out of the water, because I was too, because I'm not a pier fisherman, when you catch these things, he has a net that he lowers down, and you can see that shark in there.
Yeah, it's at Cyborg Starfish, guys.
Yeah, it's a pier net, so he lowers that pier net down, and then he can pull that thing up. He catch and release that guy, so you can pull it up and safely catch and release it. But that's it. I mean, he's prepared for the big guy. A lot of guys go to those piers and they don't have a net like that, and then you get it to the edge, and they're like, "What do you do now?" So you catch big rays and sharks and stuff like that, you're gonna need one of those nets.
Very cool. I put his Instagram link in the chat, guys. Go say what's up.
So good job, Brandon.
Yeah, good job, dude. That's
Keep
awesome.
Keep slaying it on the piers. And that's it for PB shoutouts, Roman.
PB shoutouts is over.
That's it.
That's it. So I got for PB shoutouts. All right. Cool. Super fishy dude. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, super fishy guy. I think he works at the landing, at the end of the landing. Works. I think I've seen him in the shop before. So.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So
if you don't know him,
right,
super cool dude. Go ask him questions. Say hello. Tell him we sent you. And he's gonna get mad. Why are you sending these people over? All right, let's go, co-host.
Okay.
All right, cool.
So since I got my new big setup, right, my 400 reel, my new rod, I went out this weekend and I've been always throwing these big heavy A rigs, Roman. But this is I got this bigger reel and setup now, so now I'm throwing the D rig. This is something that Paige made.
Uh-huh.
If you guys know Paige Day One Fishing, he makes these things. I don't know if he still makes them, but I'm lucky enough to have one.
This your
so
PB?
I loaded this thing up. What's that?
Is this your PB A rig?
Yeah, it's my PBA. So I loaded
It's your
this thing
heaviest
up.
A rig.
It's super heavy. It's huge, but I'm going for big fish. So I'm dragging this thing around San Diego Bay, and I'm way out kind of by power pole, power line out in that kind of area over there. And I'm dragging this thing on the bottom, and it's a beast, right? It'll stay on the bottom. And Roman, I'm not kidding you. I got online the biggest fish, the heaviest fish that I've ever hooked into on the bay. This thing, I have that 400 reel. That thing has 36 pounds of drag, and it was pulling that basically like I would say it felt heavier than that bluefin tuna.
Wow.
It was pulling drag
It's probably a giant halibut, dude.
like you
Or a
wouldn't
stingray.
believe. So I'm like in shock. I'm like, what could this be? Couple minutes into the fight, out of all these lures, I've got a couple war baits, I've got a cool bait, I've got, really some quality gear on there, but I had one kind of clearance bin Walmart hook in here. I don't know the brand of it, but just so you could see the immenseness of this fish, that fish straightened that hook out and broke it in half.
Oh, wow.
And that's a number size, a 5/0 hook. So now I have to live, Roman, with the fact that
Whoa. Stop. You all right? The mic drop?
now I have to
Mic drop.
mic drop. Now I have to live with the fact of never knowing what that fish was.
Hang on.
It's like,
I know what the mic.
yeah.
There we go. Cool. All right, go for it. Because we can't hear you because it's like. Now we hear you.
Is that better?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. So now I have to live with the fact knowing that I had a monster on in the bay.
Yeah.
I think. Okay, so I've seen a lot of shark pictures lately with Salty and his Mako, Brandon with his Thresher. I've just seen, watching Instagram, I see a lot of people catching sharks. So I think it was a pretty decent sized shark. That was my best guess because it didn't feel like a stingray where it's just kind of a dead weight.
Right.
It took off, it had some pull. Didn't feel quite like a big halibut, I wish, but it didn't feel like a halibut. It felt like something different that I'm not used to, and I think it was probably a big shark.
Salty said it was a spotty. It was
Oh,
the
don't
it was
say
the
that.
spotty. It was the spotty that you've been waiting for, the 10-pounder. 2 Geeks says it was definitely a 10-pound spotty.
That 5/0 hook straightened out and broke in half.
That's
So
crazy.
that is crazy. So that's my unfortunate
Eric
story.
said
And guess what, guys?
Eric said guy works at Cool Baits and he's fishing at Walmart stuff. Oh, burn.
No,
That's good.
I just put on whatever I had in the boat.
Oh man, get rid of that. Get rid of that stuff. Take that stuff out of the boat. Take those
Never,
Walmart hooks off the
Eric,
boat. They're banned.
I'm never
Banned from the boat.
I never again will fish like a cheap
That
piece of junk lure like
sucks.
that because that's what
Dude,
happens.
yeah.
At first, I thought the clip came open. I just lost it. But
Yeah.
And by the way, guys, it bit a dark lure. So there's my hint: dark
Nice.
lures. So that's my tragedy this weekend. But
Dave Rage said a 20-pound sea sponge.
yeah, it didn't pull like a sea sponge.
It was
but
a
you
free
never know.
diver, said Zach.
Well, dude, that A-rig's
Poor guy's
about-
down there hanging onto a rock.
That A-rig's about this big around when it's going through the water. So I don't know. It had to be something big because I'm fishing 8-inch swim baits on that thing. So it had to be something that wanted it. But that's my tragedy. So all
Very
right,
cool.
one of our last movie reviews.
Hold on,
that's
before you
gonna
do the
happen.
movie review, guys, there's 31 people in here, 25 likes to the video. Do me a favor. Go over there and hit that like button. If you're watching from a phone or tablet, exit the chat, hit the like button, and come right back in the chat. Let's do this movie review. Ready? Oh, I see you ready. I see you ready. There we go.
It's been a fun show. I like this show.
That was
BB
good.
shout outs. I got to talk about lures again. It's been a fun show.
It's actually it was the right amount of information and quick enough segments. I think we're getting better at this after a year. After it's been over a year, right? Man,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Yeah, I'd like this shorter segment stuff.
Yeah.
Mix it up. It's great. All right, so let's go with Brian's movie recommendation of the week.
This
Movie
might be
review.
my first time ever us getting out at 8 p.m. on the money, Rowan. This may be it.
Yeah, it's perfect.
That's what we're trying not to hold you guys hostage for a long time. We're trying to make it an hour show. So, all right. Me and Roman both like movies, so this is one of my last movie reviews. Roman,
Yes.
when you like to sit down and chill, it's the end of the night. You don't want to watch anything too crazy. I mean, for me, I always hit Disney Plus on, and I'm going to watch a Pixar movie. That's like my sit and chill kind of movies. I love
That's
Disney
cool.
Pixar movies. And I have a favorite Disney Pixar movie, and this came out, I think, in 1994, maybe 1994. They just tore down it used to have a land in California Adventure in Disneyland, but they just tore it down and replaced it with an Adventures Campus. It kind of bummed me out because I think I
Oh,
like this
yeah.
land better.
Yeah, I remember that.
But this is my favorite Pixar movie. I've watched it, I don't know, endless times. I always watch little segments of it, and that is Bug's Life. I know it's
cool.
like, oh, what are you, 5 years
Yeah.
old? But, dude, I really love Pixar movies. I love Wall-E. I love all these Pixar movies. And Bug's Life is my sit and chill out. hanging out on the couch movie. I'm giving Bugs Life 4 out of 5.
Oh,
max.
Nice! Wow, that's
What
one of
is
your
your
highest.
favorite Pixar movie?
That's one of your highest rated Pixar. That's one of your highest rated movies of the show.
It
Very
is.
cool.
I love Bugs. I love the music. I love everything about it. I love also like Wall-E. That's a great Pixar movie.
That's a good movie.
What do
Yeah.
you- so what is your Pixar chill movie, if you have one?
I don't think I don't think I have a chill movie. I don't know, dude. That's
What's
a
your
great
guys' Pixar
question.
movies?
What's your?
You got Wall-E, you got Toy Stories, you got Cars,
I
you
think
got all these.
If I want to just chill, throw a movie on the background, you know, like get stoked, probably like Bloodsport or like Kickboxer.
You like to just chill out the kickboxing.
Chill out, watch some training montages, be like, stick your hand in the
That's
water,
some
grab the
motivation.
fish. You know,
That's when you go out the front door screaming, ready to do whatever you got to do.
punch glass and stuff, and
Kick down a palm tree.
kick down palm trees and stuff. You know how it goes.
I get you. I get you. All right. Next movie. I do like this movie.
Oh,
It's
okay, we're not
super-
done. Sorry. Let's go.
Oh, I'm sorry. 2 movies tonight.
That's good.
It's super long. It stars Kevin Costner. Best movie of 1990. Got Best Picture, nominated
Oh,
for
wow.
11 Academy Awards. So it's a very popular movie. It's about a guy that's basically put in charge to watch this U.S. outpost, like a military outpost. And in that time, he befriends the Native Americans that are around there, and it turns into a friendship. And he has to make a horrible decision at the end. And that movie is Dances with Wolves, starring Kevin Costner. Have you ever seen this?
I think I've seen parts of it. I haven't
Oh,
seen the. I
gosh.
haven't sat and watched the whole thing straight through. I'll probably watch it with my dad this weekend.
To me, it's a great movie. Best picture of that year. It's a long one. It's kind of slow in some parts, but it's definitely one. It's a classic. It's one that I think everybody should watch at least once. Dances with Wolves. I'm giving that 3.5 out of 5 max.
Oh wow, very nice.
What's your guys' favorite Pixar movies? I didn't see
Ed,
anything.
the monkey that plays baseball. Monsters Inc. Bug Life,
Finding-
Coco. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I like Coco. Yeah,
Let's see. Wally is great. So romantic, says Eric Klein. What up, Eric?
Yeah,
Finding
always good.
Nemo, Fish.
Yep.
Very
yep.
nice. Very nice.
25 years since you've seen Dancing with Wolves, Zach. You need to get back in, and I think it's on one of the streaming services.
It is. It's on Netflix.
There you go.
It's on Netflix.
All right. With that said, Roman, good luck, Salty. Good luck, Danny, on the playoffs this weekend. Everybody else, we get a chill this weekend. Maybe fish some La Jolla, or pre-fish for spotties if you're going to do that too. But I will be out on San Diego Bay this weekend, and I will be out there snagging grass and catching bass. I'm out. I'll talk to you later, Roman. See you guys.
All right, take it right now with a round of applause, with a live round of applause, with a round of applause from the live studio audience. Woo! Thanks, Brian, for the awesome show today. Yeah, guys, food voucher reminder: if you guys want tacos, we gotta get 28 more people to sign up for tacos. Exclamation point taco in the chat, and we'll give you the link to go buy your food coupon, your food voucher for the Spotty Bowl Finals award ceremony. Okay, if we don't get that number by next week on Wednesday, then we'll cancel the food and refund everybody's money, and then we'll just kind of bring your own food at the event. It's gonna be fun either way. Again, remember, we need volunteers. So if you don't know which volunteers we need, rewatch the show, and if you want to volunteer, hit up either Brian, Eric, or myself through Discord or through Instagram. Get a hold of us whichever way you want. We're pretty available. And I think that's it. Let's do some shout outs. I see Oscar, HTX Pulsar in the house, MMFC Texas chapter. What up? Once again, real great shout out for Roger Stern over at DFA and the DFA crew. Thanks again, guys, for donating a package to the raffle for the Spotty Bowl award ceremony. That's very awesome. 2 Geeks, congratulations, Amir, on that win. Dave Rage in the house. Arnie again, happy birthday. Many more, sir. Leonard. Oh, I thought, Leonard, again, sorry about the loss, Leonard, but still, you made the playoffs, so congratulations, very cool. Zach in the house, Zach Griggs, thanks again. Salty Dangler and Leonard, thanks again for helping me mod. Also the judge, Eric, thanks for helping me mod. Sergio, Fish Grind, hope you'll be back with us next week. We'll be back on Monday and Wednesday. So Monday and Wednesdays, we do this show at 7 p.m., okay? So have a good night, guys. I'm sorry if I missed a shout out for you, but I'll see you guys next week, Monday. Later. Okay.